I don't know how I feel about it, but I sleep with his mom and had a threesome with his mom and best friend. He doesn't know.
She is a legitimate motherfucker. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Self Talk Podcast, where opposites attract. I'm Simone.
And I'm Isabella.
And
this
today,
is our final episode.
This is our final episode, and this is not clickbait. When you guys saw the title, it is not clickbait. If you guys hung in until the last part of last week's episode, we did tell you guys that Swipe Talk is... we can't say gone forever. It's saying see you later.
The company that currently produces our show is no longer producing it, is saying goodbye. Yeah. If any of you are out there and are big time producers and want to take us on, let us know, because we love doing the show. And it has been so, we'll get more into it later, but ultimately this has been one of the greatest experiences for us. And we are both so grateful for everything that this show has been and become and developed into over the past 2 years.
Yes, and in honor of the fact that none of this would have been able to be possible for the past 2 years without you guys, we felt like it was only right that we end the show by making an entire episode dedicated to you guys' juiciest confessions, which you guys have sent in to us.
That was a one-time teenage drama queen.
She's been wanting to sing this entire time. Go ahead.
Yeah, you guys gonna miss my singing? Woo,
I'm sure they will.
Anywhere. Go over, follow me on Instagram. I'll sing for you.
Yeah, we'll plug all of our socials.
You guys come with us because we're gonna miss you.
Yes, we wanted to start off this episode.
Yes,
we realized that we can't ask anything from you guys that we wouldn't ask from ourselves.
Wow.
So here's what I'm gonna ask Isabella. Yeah. Here's what I'm gonna ask Isabella. Whitney, are you a liar?
I am a liar.
Okay.
No. I am not a liar. Okay. Here's what I'll say. I'm not a liar. I'm actually very honest, and I have a really deep, get really scared of lying, and I don't like to lie because it really weighs on my guilty conscience. I do not lie. However, I do prank and I do trick. I think a tasteful lie is so funny. And then you say, haha, I was kidding, I was lying. Lying itself scares me, but I like to, I will call up my parents and be like, this random couple in my town, I'll be like, did you hear they're getting a divorce? And my mom will be like, oh my God, Belle, that's crazy. I have to call Carolyn. She's gonna freak the hell out. And then I'm like, I was lying. And then they're always like, why the f*** would you lie about that? And then I'm like, ha ha ha. Okay, so that's my version of lying. Are you a liar? Okay, don't. Oh. Do not. Simone's like, we can't ask anything of you guys. We wouldn't ask to Isabella.
Now, Isabella.
Oh, my boob is going to come out. That's what we need. Oh my God. Speaking of which, you guys, moments ago, we did have nudity. We did have a nudity situation. And honestly, that is why the show is closing, because there's an HR problem. We were on Zoom and we were all switching outfits for the next podcast. And Simone was standing in the full view, just standing completely topless, just on her phone, totally zoned out, breasts
associated.
And and we're here, me, Claire the editor, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, Simone, you are naked. I didn't say it like that. I said, Simone, you are naked right now, which is fine, and I love seeing a naked Simone, but I need to make sure she knows.
Claire. Also Claire doesn't see that. And also Claire,
our editor, who we love and respect. And, Simone literally looks up and was like, oh, covers and backs out of the screen. And was like, whoopsies.
Literally, I go, oh.
Yeah, so awkward. If you guys really want to support the show, I'm going to link that footage down below. It'll be for $10. Sorry, it'll be for $1 million. You can see Simone's breast.
Here's what I'll say. Next.
Are you a liar?
Are you...
Yeah, don't stop trying to skip it. She keeps trying to give me the next question, and she keeps avoiding if she's a liar.
No, I'm really not a liar. It's actually very hard for me to lie.
Oh, okay.
But I used to be a liar.
As a child?
Yeah, well, as a child and as a teenager, as most children and teenagers are. Mm-hmm. But I had to learn a major lesson about lying. And it has stuck with me. I lied to my mom, and it was a really big deal. And it was this whole thing. She basically was like, well, the problem is that I can't trust anything that you say anymore because you're a liar.
Yeah.
And the thing about liars is that everything that you say is now null and void. Now I have absolutely no idea when you were lying to me and when you were telling the truth. So your word is law. It is imperative that you are honest. And that I learned that lesson at like 15. And ever since then I was like, okay, we don't do the whole
honesty is
thing.
really, really, really important. And like there's such a respect that comes with honesty. And that goes with also like your feelings, like in your relationships and your friendships, of being like, I'm going to be honest. This is how I'm feeling right now, or this is something that happened, or this is something that you did that made me feel a certain way. That like honesty is really, really valuable, and you have to be brave to be honest.
You do. Next question. Are you secretive?
No. I tell everyone everything all the time, all at once. I don't think I'm secretive. Like, I know people in my life that are secretive.
Yes, that's different.
But I can keep a secret for other people. I'm really bad at keeping secrets for myself, because in the same vein, I just want to like tell everyone and get everyone's opinions and get everyone's thoughts. But what I will say on the secretive thing is, be careful when other people tell you secrets you shouldn't know.
Because that means that they're definitely telling your secrets 100%.
Because there are times in my life, and I guess, you know, sometimes people can't keep secrets because they're like, it is weighing on me. I need to share this with someone else. Like, sometimes my mom will share secrets with me that people have told her. And I'm like, that's okay. You're mommy, you know, like it's within. Yeah. But there are times where like a friend or like a colleague, my one colleague being Simone, will come and like tell me a secret about somebody that I also know. And I'm like, oh, there was actually no reason for me to know to have this information at all. Yeah. And now I'm like, okay, good to know that that is someone that I don't think I should be trusting with secrets. Do I have secrets? Are you secretive, Simone?
Yes, I am.
That's
Period,
okay.
point blank.
I think that's like healthy too.
I guess more less secretive, more private, because a secret is something that you literally like will take to your grave. I think I'm more private than I am secretive, and I keep things on a need to know.
I wish I was more private.
It's very interesting because one of my best friends was like, you are one of the most like attached, detached people I've ever met in my life, and like people will think that they know you really, really well, and they actually don't really know you at all. But that's also like a water sign thing. That's a hard water sign thing. It's like water signs like some of the most mysterious people you'll ever meet, and you'll think that you know them because we're very vulnerable and like very emotional and in touch with our emotions. But I guess
selective with your vulnerability.
And it seems like we're so vulnerable and honest about everything because the normal person wouldn't be able to be so easily honest and vulnerable about the things that we are, because it's just like, what I'm sharing, I actually don't give a shit that you know. But if I'm not sharing it, it means that I give a shit. So like I have no problem. Like vulnerability is like not much to me, honestly. But yeah, like I have been told over and over again, like, I feel like I know you so well, but I feel like I don't know you at all. And I'm like, I'm okay with that. Love you. And final question. Are you sneaky?
No. Isabella? I don't think I am sneaky. I think I'm sneaky in a funny way. To be sneaky, in my opinion, can be very funny, as long as it's not like a vindictive sneaky. I think I'm sneaky in funny, silly ways. Like, let's do something sneaky, but not like in a sneaky way.
Yeah.
Are you sneaky?
I don't think that I am.
No, I don't think you are.
But my sister used to joke all the time and say that Pisces are some of the most sneaky, manipulative people on the face of the planet. Whoa. But also, I think that that's, again, a water sign thing.
This whole episode is just Simone being like, and that's what it's like to be a Pisces.
No, I'm saying water signs in general. Water signs in general get a really bad rap for being sneaky and for being manipulative. Those are like some of the top two things, is being sneaky and manipulative. Now, manipulative, I used to always say, like, I am not a manipulative person, but I can be if I let myself be.
And thank you for
sharing that. And that's not good. And that's not good. But what is good is that you're honest. It's like when someone has like on a show, when someone has like a superpower and they're like, I have the superpower to like mind control, and like I could like control every single person around me, but I'm not going to. But I know that I have the power to do so, but I'm not going to. That's not what I'm saying that I do.
Okay.
Or if someone is like, I have enough vibranium to take this whole country down, but I'm not going to do it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you're like, I have the capability to be a manipulative person, but I choose not to morally.
Because that's fucked up. And that's not nice. And it gives baby sociopath. And I don't want to give that. So, that's all. Now that we're all lubed up and warmed up, now it's time for us to read you guys' juicy confessions, and this is truly going to be a blind react. We had our beautiful editor, Miss Claire, pull your confessions. You guys got in a lot of confessions in a very short amount of time because we just posted.
I know those were like really accessible to you guys.
Yeah, I was like,
I wonder if it felt good. I feel like it must feel really nice to be able to confess. I feel like there's like a guilt relief. Okay, confession of a teenage drama queen. Okay, thank you guys for sharing and being honest.
Here we go. Ooh, this is a big fat one. I'm recently single after a very long time. Join the apps. We'll probably send you a cameo request soon for some help, as you do. And there's a girl on here who has said that she wants to call me daddy. I have never gone into this realm before. And when I mentioned it to my friends, the general consensus was, what the fuck? But I had just gone with it. Hashtag for the plot. And the sexting is unreal. Daddy is here for it. I haven't got a clue if I will be able to do it in person, though.
Oh, it's a woman.
Well, that's a fucking plot twist.
That's awesome. Wow. That's so exciting. As long as you're having fun and it's consensual, that's awesome. How exciting.
I mean, I also like the idea of turning the term daddy on its head. Like, you know,
there's a
daddy
song.
podcast.
There's an awesome song. I think it's like She Calls Me Daddy. Yeah, it is called She Calls Me Daddy by King Mala. And it's an awesome song. And so I say to this person, look it up.
But she's calling me daddy.
Love that for you.
Love you, whoever you are. Okay, I will happily stay in bed most of the day and still not change my sheets for at least 2 months. I know it's an issue, but shrug. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Don't even look at Simone. All I'm gonna say, if you're exhausted and you're just staying in bed the majority of the day, I understand. And it's okay. Do whatever you are capable of doing. I root for you. I wish you the best. I hope you can get out and get a little fresh air. And I think you'll feel much better if you change your sheets. But no judgment. Meet everyone where they're at. Absolutely. I get it. That can be tough.
Thank you for that, Isabella. Here's what I want to say to you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Clean your sheets. If you have access to a washer and dryer, wash your sheets. Because of
the wonderful things he does.
Yes. And because your space is such a reflection of your mind and your mental state. And it's okay to stay where you are at this very moment.
Right. We're pushing you. We understand and we're empathizing and we're like, yeah, that's exhausting. We are giving you the push and saying, if you can find a way for you to wash your sheets, we are rooting for you.
Yeah.
And you'll feel better.
Yes. And you'll feel better. You'll feel better.
But love you.
My cousins have sisters that they don't know. My cousins have sisters that they don't know about. Everyone else in the family does. And we've been told not to say. They live in a small town and they've definitely seen their sisters and don't know. Their parents refuse to tell them about their dad's teenage escapades.
Oh my God.
But to be honest, I'm waiting for them to die so that I can tell my cousin. Waiting for them to die is crazy, friend. But what's even more crazy is that your cousins have sisters that they don't know. I'm imagining me knowing that my cousins
I know, that's the tricky thing
siblings,
is when you get other people involved. Anything. Like, that's the tricky part of, like, it's one thing to have a family secret and you're like, I'm not telling my kids. But the fact that everyone else knows and that they're actively saying you cannot tell them puts everyone in such a tricky position.
And then also we can't tell him about, they don't want them to know about their dad's previous escapades. What, that he was a fucking slut?
Simone.
Okay, he was a fucking slut and stand on that. You put your little wee-wee in people without a con. So now you have more kids. Whose fucking fault is that? You want me to hold on to that secret for you? No. I don't like that. That's not fair.
Okay, so here's what we're saying. Text Simone. I'm going to link her number right here. She's going to call your cousins for you and tell them.
And then
so it's not your fault. Perfect.
Or
Perfect
just send them this episode and just be like, oh my God, this episode was so funny.
That's good. That's
Crazy.
good. That's good. Okay, so this is going to be anonymous, so I'm not going to say their name and their age and where they're from.
Oh, they said that?
Yeah, they said.
Oh, wow, because they said like they're submitting to Reddit.
Right,
honestly.
Okay. This weekend, I finally, after 2 years of trying, became a boy. I was in a relationship, engaged for 9 years.
Oh.
And when I left my ex, okay, this person is 29 years old, so since they were 20. And when I left my ex, I had to make up for all those single years I've missed. I've slept with 59 guys in 13 months, and this weekend, girls. I was able to squeeze in literally 3 men in 26 hours, and then 22 hours later, I smashed another one. First one, friends with benefits at 8 p.m. Then I went out and met a guy in the club and slept with him at 4 a.m. The third one was a Tinder date. We at 10 p.m. The best part, every one of them are 8 years younger than me and treated me like a goddess. My ego has never been better. Good for you. As long as it is
This was
consensual and
This
fun
was
for
deep.
you, and please, please, please be safe and use protection, especially because you're sleeping with different people. It is like even more important for you to make sure that you are being safe and protected from STIs. But good for you. If you're having a good time and you're enjoying the sex that you're having, congratulations. That's awesome.
Here's what I'll say. I think that it's completely fine for you to do everything that you're doing, but also examine why you're doing it. Are you doing it because like you've been arbitrarily told like, oh, like these are your young years, these are your wild years, and you're like, well, I have to do that because everyone says it's my young and wild years. If you don't actually have that innate pulling you and you're just like, well, people said they're my young and wild years, so 9 years, meaning that I probably could have caught 15 or 20 bodies per year. 20 bodies times 9 equals blah, 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 and then you're trying to fulfill that number. Like if it's you just doing it because you're like, this is what I'm supposed to do. I don't live, laugh, love that for you because I want you to live in your truth.
Oh, of course.
I want you to live in your truth.
But based on what you said of you being so excited and saying that it was so much fun for you, that's why I'm saying congratulations, because there's nothing wrong with that. And if this is really what you want to be doing, it sounds like you're having a great time and enjoy yourself. But important what Simone's saying too. I hope it is something that is for you and not like a compensation thing based on feeling like you have to make up for lost time. That's a great point.
Friend, 3 men in
one night
24-hour is wild, and I love that for you. I'm sliving. Okay. I went on a date with someone. They paid mostly, and I ghosted them because I couldn't stand their voice. This is an Aquarius, and I love that for them. Was this you?
No!
I literally was like, is this you? This is a Gemini or this is an Aquarius. It's one of the two.
And I'm neither of those. I don't know why you asked if it was
But
me.
You're an air sign.
Oh yeah, those are my fellow air signs.
And those are your kin.
This is
and those
such
are
an
your
air sign.
kin.
Those are
it
my
is.
kin is the thing.
Yes, they are. And you know what? That's your truth. I think that if your reason for ghosting someone is something shallow, like their voice, that's your truth. But that's also like something that they literally can't change. So you're going to tell them, like, that's hurtful. What?
Exactly.
Someone else will get with them and love that scratchy ass voice that they have. Like, who gives a
and just because you're not into their voice, I guarantee you somebody else is.
Period.
Okay, so basically I'm bisexual and have different phases of liking women and men. I was dating this guy and he thought I was straight, I'm a girl, and basically grew out of liking men. So she came out to him and he supported her. But when I said I came out to not be with him, this man said, not today, and threw a whole ass chair on me. I don't know how I feel about it, but I sleep with his mom! And had a threesome with his mom and best friend. He doesn't know.
She's a fucking motherfucker. She is a legitimate motherfucker.
I can't believe he threw a chair at you. Did you tell his mom?
I'm stuck at motherfucker. You know what? You throw a chair at me and then I'll fuck your mom. I think that's fair.
Do not throw chairs.
Don't throw chairs. And she said she had a threesome with his mom and his best friend.
I don't know if it's his mom's best friend or his
mom
best
and
friend.
his best friend.
It's unclear.
That bitch said, oh, you're going to do me dirty? I'm going to fuck your mother and I'm going to fuck your best friend.
Great.
You want to throw a chair at me? Wow. Okay.
Don't
Great.
Throw a chair.
Okay. I have slept... I have slept with 6 cousins of mine up to date, all in secret. The way my relatives, including those cousins, haven't a clue of my shenanigans makes family gatherings so fun. They may be trying to sneak out with me every chance they get. All the while, I be laughing internally about the mayhem I can ensue if I ever wanted to spill this tea. So we have a motherfucker and a fucking cousin fucker. What is going on here, guys? 6 of your cousins and you're like, ha, ha, ha. And like me and my cousin are trying to sneak off. This is fucked up. Like me and my cousin are trying to sneak off to the barn to go. They don't have to be country, but it gives Sweet Home Alabama. I'm so sorry. And shout out to all our listeners in Alabama. Love you.
Okay, ready? So one night, my parents got into a big fight and it led to us packing our stuff and leaving. Oh God. Before we left, I took my dad's toothbrush, dipped it in the toilet, put it back, like nothing happened. He used it, the same toothbrush for the next couple weeks. Also, I love you guys and the show so much. So sweet.
It is such a fucking slay when kids are like, my parents pissed me off, so I shit on their toothbrush and I wiped it off.
That is so funny to me. Like, I don't like how you're treating my mother.
So actually, I'm gonna clean the toilet with your toothbrush, and then put
That's
it back
also
like nothing
such like
ever
a Matilda like children's movie thing, or like Big Fat Liar when they like pull little pranks. That's funny. Okay, so those were some confessions. Do you have any confessions, Simone, that you want to share?
One time I peed on a bear when I was younger.
A bear?
Not a bear, like
teddy bear.
I'm sorry, not like a big black bear in the forest. No.
A teddy bear.
Like a teddy bear.
Why
Yeah,
did you do
and
that?
I remember, I literally, in my child brain, I remember I was in my room by myself, and there was this white teddy bear. And I was like, what would happen if I peed on this, man? I was probably like, I don't know.
That is so
4
free.
or 5.
You were so
I'm
free.
like,
That is the freest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I am fucking crazy, but I am free.
So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna like pee on this. So like I was sitting there, I was peeing on it, and my brother like snuck up on me in my room.
Jeremy?
And he's like, it might have been Jeremy, but it also might have been Josh. It might have been our middle brother.
J
It was either
names.
Jeremy or
You're
Josh.
dating J names and you're related
And my
to
brothers
J
are
names.
all J names. That's crazy. I've never put that together. That's kind of
Okay.
sick. And my dad's first name,
Yeah,
J.
I know. Okay, anyway.
That's sick. Anyways, he like snuck up on me. He's like, and I was like, in the middle of my pee. On this bear in the middle of my room. Toilets available everywhere around the house. And I was like, and then next thing my memory knows is that I was sitting downstairs because my dad had a studio. My dad used to be a music producer. We had a studio in our basement, and I remember just sitting there, and he was just like, why would you pee on your bear? And
I hate when that happens. When people are like, why would you do that? And you're like, I genuinely don't know.
It's just
I could
vibes.
not
There
tell
was
you.
not a
I am
single
3 years
thought.
old.
Just vibes. Like, I don't know. I just thought like this would be cool to piss on this bear. And they were like, so don't do that. And I was like, yeah, for sure.
For
bro.
sure.
Got
Understood.
It. No problem.
I got in trouble once in preschool, and I was so upset about this because me and this boy, Justin, that I had a crush on, would open up children's books and jump on them. But in our head, we were jumping into the story. So we'd like pick the page that we wanted to go into, and then we'd jump onto the book. And then I remember we got pulled aside and we got in so much trouble, and we had to like sit at separate tables and like sit and we're in timeout. And I remember when they explained it to me, I was like, I understand what it looked like from the outside. I understand that you think that I was just being destructive to property, but what you're not understanding is I was actually being immensely creative. And I understand now that you've pulled me out of it, but I don't think I should have gotten in trouble for it.
Was it Imagine Dragons that they did like that? It was like
Dragon Tales?
No, Dragon Tales.
Yeah, that could have definitely inspired Dragon Tales. Come along and Dragon Tales. Come along, take my hand. Let's all go Dragonland.
Yep.
And also when they say, wish I might. Oh, I don't think that's the
Something-
song. They would
something
hold
to
the
start
rock
a
and they'd be
night.
like,
Yeah,
in the
they would.
land of dragons.
The free
in
and
the
the
land
home
apart.
I wish with all my heart to fly with dragons in a land apart.
Something in a heart with a fart. Anyway, this was our last episode, you guys. For now, who's to say what the future holds? You never know what's going to happen, so we don't want to say anything definitively. But we love you guys, and we both are very, very grateful for this experience, and we cannot thank you enough for being on this journey with us over the past 2 years. You have seen us grow and change so much and have supported us in so many ways, and we can't thank you enough for that. And we don't want to say goodbye. So please, please go follow Simone. Go follow me on Instagram. Simone has a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
She's got her whole media thing, so you'll get your fix. As I've said in the last episode, just started doing stand-up, have a short film coming out. Fun projects galore are coming. So please don't be a stranger. Please come visit us on our platforms, and hopefully we will see you guys very soon.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for all the opportunities that have been able to come to us because of this show. Thank you guys for everything that you have shared with us, the messages that you've sent us over the years. Isabella and I have cried over many, many times. It is such a humbling and beautiful thing to be a part of someone's life where you can affect the way someone's day goes, and we could be a positive part of your day, and we could be something or someone to pick you guys up when you're down. And it's just very humbling and very wonderful, and nothing that we take for granted. And this is definitely not a project that Isabella and I are giving up or walking away from easily, because the first thing that we said when finding out the news was about you guys and how we don't want to lose you guys and how we don't want to be without you guys. So this is something. This is something. But please still DM us. Please still keep in contact. Don't be a stranger.
Don't be a stranger. We love you guys so endlessly. Again, none of this show would have been possible without you guys. We love the show. We love you guys. And we love each other. We are not. Because again, when all these shows end, I feel like people always assume it's something internally.
The host.
Simone and I still love each other even more than the day we started. And we will still be working together.
Yeah, I always talk about the relationship between Isabella and I.
Yeah.
Like, I think that Isabella, because we've had to work together, is like the most honest friendship I've ever had. I learned so much from her. Like, this has nothing to do with our relationship at all. And I know it's so probably irritating, like every time something ends or anything happens in the media or in TV and the people that are in it like don't speak much. And I understand how it could be frustrating as a viewer, and it was frustrating for me as a viewer, but now that I'm in it, I'm like, oh, that's why you can't say much. Like, we really wish that we could spill our guts and like say everything and express all of our emotions, but we cannot. But would absolutely want you guys to know that, like, if there's any possible way for us to still do this show, we will. But for now, we are going to be on all of our other socials, still creating. Isabella and I are actors. We always have different projects going on. Isabella has a short film coming out, as she said. We're always moving and shaking. So make sure that you keep your eye out on us.
Yes, this is just a pivot, you guys. This is just new opportunities, new things are coming. So don't worry. This isn't The Last of Us by any means. Sorry, but when one door closes, a gajillion windows open, and we're going to hop through those little windows so we can play.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for everything.
Yeah,
like,
thank
couldn't
you.
say thank you
Can't
enough.
say thank you enough, and can't say we love you enough. So do we want to do one final Scream of the Week? Scream of the Week! Rawr! Or just one note, Since this is the last episode for now, what's something you want to leave on the plate for the people?
More than anything, I think that, like I said, like, my favorite part of this show has always been you guys. And it's truly the messages that you guys send to us and the things that you say. And the way how sweet you guys are, how honest you guys are, the fact that we have been able to like get you guys into like successful relationships, the fact that you guys have trusted us with your dating profiles, like all of those things, it's truly so humbling to understand the impact that you can have on someone. And that is the biggest thing that I'll take away from this, like the connections made from this show. And speaking for myself personally, like when I first started off on the show, I didn't have near the following that I had then versus now. I feel like I've changed so much, and for the better. I've learned so much. I like have so much information about things that I never knew before because of you guys and because of this show. And I just feel eternally blessed and excited and happy and grateful and humbled.
Okay, I was fixing my camera, so hopefully I don't repeat anything that Simone just said, but the biggest thing that I can say is that I think that I have loved having this experience, obviously with Simone, but my Scream of the Week, again, similar to Simone, is like you guys. It has been such a great experience getting to connect with so many different people around the world and connect over comedy too. Like, I think that this can be such a heavy world in a lot of ways. There's always going to be darkness, but it has been really wonderful being able to come together and have some laughs together and find connections with each other and, find some sort of light through it all and a way for all of us to connect. This is a little cheesy, but a teacher of mine just recently said the quote, laughter is the sound of people realizing they're not alone. And that really, I was like, whoa, that's like what Swipe Talk feels like a lot to me, is that like we are all connecting and we're not alone. We're all together. We're all friends. And, we got to stick together. And I'm so grateful that we have such a great, wonderful group of kind people. And like, cannot say enough, like continue being kind, continue providing, light and kindness for one another. And again, this is not goodbye. This is see you later. This is pivoting. You're going to see us in other projects. You're going to see us in other things. This is only the start of something much, much bigger. So we love you guys. We cannot thank you enough for being on this journey with us. We love, love, love you and are so grateful for everything that we've experienced together. And go over, follow us on all of our platforms. We'll list them. We'll link them below to stay in touch because we're not going anywhere.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. This is just goodbye for now, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah. See you soon.
Bye, guys.
Love you.